show. There's gonna be some dirt, there might be some walking, but here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, Gravel World 2025 has begun. This Gravel World belongs to you. It belongs to the people.
It's not a race, it's not an event, it's an experience that when you do these really hard efforts, it's a memory that you'll have for a lifetime. We had just under 2,500 participants this year from almost all 50 states and 27 countries from all 6 inhabited continents. And that is divided up between our triathlon, our running, but our biggest section is our cycling events, which puts us into one of the largest gravel events in the world. The top 5, top 10 every single year.
Oh, it's full speed ahead from beginning to end. I mean, it's only, what, 140, and I almost have 20,000 steps. So I'm probably gonna get 40,000 steps by the end of the day. Could you take them over to that green Good Life tent? This is the week that we all live for. Okay. Because it's so special to be able to put on an event that's worthy of people's time and energy and money. And we are expecting probably about 5,000 to 6,000 people total at this event. We've always said we want Gravel Worlds to look like the world, and that means everyone, no matter who they are, what they believe, where they're from, they are here at Gravel Worlds.
According to the MC, it looks like this is the biggest 75 race that they've ever had. So look at all the people.
75. Let's go! Wow, Gravel World!
1,500 feet of climbing already, get that. So, a lot of ups and downs. Nebraska is definitely not flat.
It's wrinkly.
That's perfect.
And I thought it was beautiful too. Like, I came into it thinking lots of cornfields out there, but there was a lot of other beautiful terrain that kind of mixed it up too. That I thought it was interesting.
Scott Bauman.
We've done a lot, and I would say that this is definitely in the top tier of organized.
Good job.
Thank you, Nebraska,
Yes,
for having a well-positioned gravel race.
absolutely.
And a beautiful state.
We're really proud of the impact that Gravel Worlds has. We did a community impact study that showed we bring over $2.5 million into Lincoln and Nebraska. Another big thing that Gravel Worlds has done is shown that Nebraska is not a flyover state. It's a place that is beautiful and is challenging to go experience on a bike, but really shows off the beauty of our land, the kindness of our people. Gravel World started in 2010 with a bunch of friends in a parking lot. There was about 100 people at the first event. So it's pretty crazy to see the growth of this event in such a relatively short amount of time, but also just the growth of the sport of gravel cycling. It started right here in the Midwest and now has become a global sport.
Congratulations, Rosie. Thank you so much. How was the mud at the beginning? Wow, it was quite tough, I must say.
The type of participants that we have is a very drastic difference. From kids, our youngest rider we had this year was 8 years old. Our oldest rider was 82. And riders from all over the world, but then also different ability levels. We have the pro riders who some have ridden in like the Tour de France at that level. A lot of them, this is their full-time job where they are professional athletes.
you know, it's way up there in terms of competition with what they've done for it this year. So it's a chance to race against really good racers. So the most challenging part of my day was myself underestimating what that little rain shower did. Going into it, it wasn't too bad, but right before we got out of it, it just turned into some peanut butter mud, and a guy crashed in front of me. I crashed, and then someone else landed on me, and then my bike got all clogged up with mud. Then you kind of shift mindsets, and you're like, just ride hard. Other people are gonna have problems too. We'll group up, come together, ride really strong, and then we ended up finishing 19th on the day for myself.
Great job to Henry Nelson. Joe Donald.
So to come back from that after losing so much time early on was, yeah, a good way to overcome that a little bit and make something of it. I think it's kind of cool to highlight both experiences. Like me, I'm at the pointy end in the men's professional race, and she's doing her second ever gravel race.
Wow. So this year I decided to take on the double half, which included a 25K run and then the next day a 75-mile bike ride. But for me, like once we started, I just focused on my ride and what that was gonna entail, and met some amazing people along the way, supporting me in times that I really needed to hear that. So that was really cool to have, and still competitive, but everyone was just also having a great time.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Gravel World Champions gonna race
Our celebration for our last place finisher is bigger than our first place finisher. So this year we had 40 bottles of champagne that we sprayed on our last place. We have a finish line party where we invite the whole community to come into the finish line and celebrate all those people that are out there for 13, 14, 15 hours. I would say that's the biggest aspect that's different with gravel is that camaraderie, that community. Competitive and non-competitive alike are treated the same, and we can all come together at the end and be proud of what we finished and celebrate every single person.
Well done, Randy.
I hope that all of our participants walk away with a memory that they're proud of, whether their day went perfectly or they did not finish.
Good.
I hope they learn something about themselves, make a new friend.
Love it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Make a new memory, and leave inspired to maybe do it again or do something even harder themselves when they leave.